Hi, I'm Peter Botham, owner and winemaker here at Botham Vineyards, and in today's video we are going to do the last step in the process of preparing the vineyard for the growing season. And if you watched our last video on pruning, one of the things I noted was that there was an arm left that needed to be secured to the trellis wire, and that's what we're going to do today. And this job is known as tying. And like pruning, tools are important. And in this case, it's an ingenious tool called a tapener. And the way this works is pretty simple. On the first pull, the machine dispenses a piece of tape for me, and then you wrap that around whatever it is you want to tie on, and pull the trigger again, and it wraps the tape, applies a staple, and cuts it off for you. And you'll see how that's going to work real well for me. So here is a cordon arm that we have to secure to the trellis wire. Obviously, I can't leave this the way it is for the growing season. It has to be much more secure than this. The wind will beat this to death otherwise. So what I'm going to do is wrap this and tape this. And tying, which is what we're doing here, which is the term for this, has to be done at a very specific time of year. Right now, as you can see, the buds are pushing on this vine, as they are everywhere in the vineyard, which also indicates that the vine has taken up a lot of water. If I cut these canes now, they will actually bleed because there's so much water in them right at the moment. And what that water does is provide this with a lot of flexibility, and you're going to see why I'm going to need that in a second. So what I'm going to do is take this, what is going to become a new cordon arm, and I'm going to wrap it actually on the trellis wire. And actually I'm going to incorporate the guy next to him because he's got a little piece sitting out here too. And I'm going to actually wrap this guy around the main trellis wire, which is also known as the cordon wire, and take it all the way out to the end until I get to the end. And there, see, I've got this nicely secured. When you do this, you have to make sure that as you do it, you're not knocking off buds at the same time, because you're losing crop in the process. So you have to do it fairly carefully. Normally I would do that a lot quicker than I just did. I was kind of demonstrating it at a slow pace. But okay, so now that I've got this wrapped down, this is where the tapener comes in handy. If I let this go, it'll just, go back to the way it was. So now what I do is actually tie this. And what you do is you just work your way down. A cane this long, 3 or 4 ties is typically enough. And there you go. Now this is secure. It's not going to go anywhere. The wind can blast out of the northwest like it does here so often, and it's not going to roll the whole canopy off of the wire. That's the last job we do in the spring, prior to the growing season actually taking off in earnest with bud break. Once I do this, I know that everything is secure and stable and good for the growing season. But that's the last thing we do, and much like pruning, you just work your way down the row. It goes much, much faster than pruning, however. Pruning, our vineyard takes me months. This I can usually get done in a week or two throughout the whole vineyard. So that's the last step in the process for getting the vineyard ready, and that's it. Thanks for watching.